Good morning, Scotties. Here are the announcements for the week of November 2nd.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
And now for a moment of silence for 1 minute.
Good morning, boys and girls, teachers and staff. Welcome to a very special segment of Counselor's Corner. This is our virtual pep rally to our kickoff of Be a Hero, bringing awareness to leukemia and lymphoma. I have some awesome 5th grade National Elementary Honor Society members, and they are here to talk about the event. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Anna. Hi, my name's Elena. Hi, I'm Emmy. Hi, I'm Lily. Hi, I'm Miles. Hi, I'm Zoe. We are celebrating the lives and honoring the following loved ones who have died from their tough battle against leukemia and/or lymphoma. Damien was a 2nd grade student at our school, and Parishi was a pre-K student at our school. We also want to honor Nathan, who is Mr. Garcia's brother. Mr. Garcia works with students in the Behavior Support Services program. We are also supporting Ms. Koski's husband, Gary Koski, who is currently battling leukemia. Ms. Koski was a 1st grade teacher at our school but is now retired. We are cheering you on, Koski family.
Woohoo!
We're bringing awareness to leukemia and lymphoma in 2 ways. You can participate in our Highlands Elementary virtual run or walk Saturday, November 7th at any time and any place. Wear orange or yellow and take a picture, caption it as Scotty Strong or hashtag HeroScott LLS 2020. A second way you can participate is to donate to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, otherwise known as LLS. The link will be provided through an email and posted on our Schoology page. There will also be information about different prizes you can get based on the amount you donate. LLS will mail the prize directly to your home. If you donate any amount of LLS, your child's name will be put on paper cutouts in the shape of a blood drop. The blood drop is the LLS symbol. It will then be stapled on our school bulletin board. There will be purple, pink, and blue blood paper cutouts on the bulletin board because they represent the favorite colors of our loved ones.
And there's a third way for teachers and staff to participate in this event. There will be a Be a Hero walk. after school on Wednesday, November 4th from 4 o'clock to 4:45 and wear orange or yellow. It will be at the Highlands Park, and we will be joined by the families of Damien, Parishi, Nathan, and Mr. Kosky.
If you don't know who Damien, Parishi, Nathan, or Mr. Kosky are, not to worry. Each of their family members have put together photos and a video clip for the Scotty families to watch. What is leukemia and lymphoma? Well, keep on watching for that too.
Be
a
hero.
Hero.
Parishi Hashmi was a pre-K student in Mrs. Potter's class last year. She had leukemia in December 2019 and died from her battle. She was a very happy student and was very joyful. Her parents said that she was always full of life and she was very brave throughout her battle with leukemia. She likes playing at the park. She loves the colors pink and purple, and she loved her class very much. She has a second grade brother that attends Highlands Elementary. Her parents, her brother, other siblings, and family members love her and miss her dearly.
Hi, I'm Susan Logan, and my son Damien was a second grader in Miss Isaac's class last year. On September 6, 2019, Damien was diagnosed with Burkitt lymphoma. Damien was to receive 7 rounds of very strong chemo. He was extremely sick when he went into the hospital, and before the chemo could even start, he had to have dialysis. He endured a lot of uncomfortable things, pokes and prods, without much complaint. Even medicine, which he absolutely hated taking, he took like a champ. He was determined to do whatever it took to get better, but he unfortunately succumbed to an infection and died September 29th. Damien loved cars. He had hundreds of Hot Wheels and loved playing Forza Horizon on his Xbox. He also loved to swim and ride his bike. His favorite foods were corn dogs and chicken nuggets. His least favorite thing to do was get up early in the morning. It was always a struggle getting him up, but once he was awake, he would greet this day with a smile. It's been a tough year. When I start feeling down, I think about Damien's smile and his zest for life, and I take comfort in the fact that he's no longer in pain and that I will see him again someday. I want to thank the Highlands families and staff for their continuous caring and support. Damien was only in school for 11 days, but his classmates still showed him how much they cared.
Everybody, this is Mr. Garcia. I'm here today to help build awareness alongside Mrs. Shu and the Highlands Elementary team for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society for the theme of Be a Hero. My brother Nathan Alejandro Garcia suffered from acute lymphoblastic leukemia, also known as the Philadelphia chromosome. The Philadelphia chromosome, in basic terms, created a large amount of white blood cells throughout my brother's bone marrow, brain, and blood, and even with chemo and medication, this chromosome kept leukemia in his body. He fought hard with the help of me, my family, God, his friends, and the entire community back home in Brownsville, Texas. He was first diagnosed on January 24, 2014, and passed away June 15, 2016. Nate enjoyed playing video games, watching sports, in particular our Dallas Cowboys. He enjoyed Mexican food, but really he had a diet of any normal teenage boy, even with his condition. My family and I always tried to keep Nathan laughing, especially in times were the hardest. Even though Nathan is not with us today, I'd imagine him encouraging us to live our lives to the fullest. Nathan in the Bible is defined as a gift from God, which I believe he was, even if it was for a moment. My family and I want to wish every one of you love and prosperity, and would like to thank everyone for welcoming me to the Scotty family. Once a Scotty, always a Scotty, right? And one last thing, Nate, we love you and we miss you. We'll see you soon. Y'all have a great one. Bye.
Hello, everyone. It's Mrs. Koski. Hi, Scotties. I miss you all so much, especially my students, my special Scotties that I didn't get to hug goodbye at the end of last year. The last day of school, we did our Zoom call, and that afternoon, I called an ambulance and put Mr. Koski in it to go to the hospital. He was diagnosed with AML, which is acute myeloid leukemia, and it's a cancer that's in your blood. He spent a few months in the hospital over the summer while they treated him with special chemotherapy. It made his hair fall out, and he was sick and tired a lot, but he had a lot of courage, and he just kept going on and on. He's been like a little ninja fighter against those bad cells. So soon he'll receive some awesome good cells through a donor. That's somebody that donated their cells for him to have a transplant. He'll be in the hospital for about a month so his cells can grow. And he just trusts God every day to keep him strong. That's how he gets through all of this. So I spend each day with him, driving him to appointments, fixing his medicine, being his nurse. So fighting cancer is a team effort. Everybody in our family pitches in to help do the things that Mr. Koski isn't able to do right now. So it reminds me a lot of my Highlands family and how you all help each other. So always remember to be kind and help each other when you can. I love you so much. And I thank you so much for all of your prayers and love for me and Mr. Koski.
Hey everyone, my name's Maya and welcome to my lab. This is where I get to teach kids just like you about science. How cool is that? Today we're going to talk about that red stuff that's in your body. Yep, you guessed it, it's your blood. For something that's so important to our bodies, do you actually know what your blood is made of? Well, everything that's alive is made up of cells, and blood cells are super duper small. Hey Helix, how small are blood cells? He's my lab assistant.
Hello, did you ask? How come mud smells? Calculating.
Never mind. Let's just say cells are so small that 1 million cells can fit inside a single grain of sand. Helix, teach us a little bit more about blood.
Okay, playing video.
Your blood is made up of 3 things: red blood cells, platelets, and white blood cells. Each one has its own job.
Your red blood cells carry oxygen around the body. Oxygen is the air we breathe. Humans take an average of 20,000 breaths every day.
Take a deep breath in. Whenever we take a breath, your red blood cells send oxygen all over your body, and it goes everywhere, to your muscles, to your bones, your heart, your head, and well, everywhere. And that's a lot of oxygen deliveries. The next thing that's mixed up in your blood is something called platelets. And under a microscope, platelets look like blobs with tiny arms like an octopus, like a blobby octopus. Remember how small red blood cells are? The platelets in your blood are even smaller than that.
A blood platelet is 5 times smaller than a blood cell, making their exact measurements between 2 to 4 micrometers in diameter.
A platelet's job is to help your skin stop bleeding if it gets cut or scraped. Think of them as really tiny nerves inside your body that gives you a Band-Aid, but from the inside. White blood cells are last, and they're a part of your body's immune system. That's what makes sure that you stay healthy and don't get sick. Think of them like an army of germ fighters that protect you from germ dragons. But sometimes white blood cells don't grow up like they should, and they become cancer cells instead of germ fighters. Helix, tell us about mitosis.
Cancer cells can start to multiply through a process called mitosis. That's when one cell splits in half to become two cells. Then two cells split into two more, and so on, and on, and on, and on,
And on.
on.
Soon, there are so many cancer cells that the other white blood cells can't do their jobs anymore. And at that point, the body needs help to defeat those cancer cells.
But what happens then? I mean, what comes next?
We're actually not sure why some people get cancer. But when they do, their bodies stop working like they're supposed to, and they start feeling really tired and weak. But the good news is, cancer isn't contagious. It's not like catching a cold.
Gesundheit.
People with cancer are just like you and me. They love to play sports, eat snacks, play video games, watch TV, play music, and just hang out with friends.
Did you say play music for friends? Queuing playlist.
What's your favorite thing to do with your friends? Now, can you imagine what it would be like if you couldn't do that until you felt better? I mean, wouldn't that be so hard and difficult to do? When people get cancer, they have to be really careful about not getting any other illnesses because the cancer medicine that they take can make it so that they have fewer of those white blood cells that we talked about that keep you healthy and fight germs off. If you've ever known someone with cancer, like I have, you know that they have to be super strong and brave. And we all want to find a way to support them and show them that we care. That's why I joined a super cool group called the Hero Squad. And we're looking for new members. Our Hero Squad was started by an organization called the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, or LLS. And just like the cells in our bodies, each member of our squad has a different job based on their unique strengths. And when we combine our strengths and work together as a team, we make our Hero Squad even stronger. Some members do research to figure out why people get cancer. Some take care of patients, and others make sure everyone who needs help can get it even though it costs a lot of money. If you raise $25 on your online fundraising page, you'll get one of these guys to take home. They're called Mystery Minis. Do they look familiar? They're holding a red blood cell, a white blood cell, and a platelet, just like we learned about earlier.
Reminder set.
That's it for today's lesson, and I hope you had fun. And I hope that you learned something about your blood. But most importantly, I hope you're really excited to join the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Hero Squad, because every hero needs a squad.
Scotty's, make it a great day. The choice is yours.